Hello everyone, and welcome to the first videos here on the channel Trust My Picks, where we are going to discuss everything movies in every way we can. We're going to discuss Predator Badlands today. This is going to be a non-spoiler and spoiler review. This analysis is going in full swing, pulling no punches, even as a huge Predator fan myself. Well, to start off, let me just say that this one is definitely a major improvement over what we got back in 2018, The Predator. A Predator movie we got on theaters before Prey over on streaming services. And let me tell you, Predator 2018 shouldn't even exist in my head, to be honest. This is a film that I can only enjoy as a standalone fun bad movie.
Alright, when all this is over, just fuck me in the face with an aardvark.
But that's about it. Now, let's move on into something different because yes, this movie is just weird in a way. Seeing the Predator as the protagonist this time definitely changes the tone that we usually got from previous Predator films, where the Predator, or Yautja, were the scary monster people killer. But in here, it just shifts in a way where you can't help but feel a sense of empathy, even for Deck, our main character. I think the start of this movie is amazing, almost 10 out of 10 even. The score kicks in so good, makes me feel warm inside. Love the metaphor in the beginning with the animals hunting each other, one after the other, emphasizing the point of the hunter gets hunted type of thing. After this, the movie follows Deck's journey throughout the film as he traverses one of the worst, most dangerous planets available on the solar system. Pretty much a planet that kills you before you even touch the ground. And even if you do touch the ground, either you get all your important weapon shit stolen by weird long tree monsters or get killed by anything else that just has to kill you. The movie definitely lets the audience know that Deck is in a very, very messed up planet. A planet that is not playing around. So after a while, he meets up with Thea, who becomes his tool or companion in the movie, who is a Weyland-Yutani synth. This dynamic sort of changes the tone, even for the film for me. What seems like a friendship, at some points it becomes like a sort of almost Marvel-esque comedy with some dumb jokes that did not really land for me. But when I thought this might change at some point, well, not really. The movie introduces Bud, another character we get who's sorta helpful at one point with the main cast, but at the same time, it becomes sort of like this cute little buddy who could make the audience go, "Aww," a couple of times in the theater, which it did happen in my case. So all of this just begs the question, really? Is this really the tone or reaction you gotta achieve here with a Predator film? I don't know. Honestly, the addition of Bud was really a thing that sadly reminded me of the little Dolores dinosaur in the latest Jurassic World Rebirth film. That was very hard to watch film, by the way. I think the acting here is really good from everybody, especially Thea, even as a synth. I feel like she portrays the emotional yet robotic character at the same time, which is good to see. Here, I get annoyed with the comparisons. I look back at the beautiful Predator from the first film, that tall, handsome alien guy, and think, man, does he look freaking badass and cool? Badass and cool were, for me, a lot of different Predator designs for a long time until we got to 2018. But anyway, I must say, you know a Predator looks good when you go to a Comic-Con or whatever and you spot some of those Predator figures and you can't help but admire the look, the design, the vibe, and just how ancestral yet futuristic they look. Now, Predator Badlands takes a slightly different approach where it's not that it's necessarily a bad one, but it's different to the point where I would have to at least prefer to see Deck or some of the other Predators wearing some of that old armor with the fishnets we got in the previous Predator films. Why? Well, because I feel like they're wearing some generic futuristic armor, which again, it's not a bad thing for sure. But in my personal opinion, I would have preferred that old look that we got from the first Predators. Um, this is not a bad design. I like the armor and I like how Deck looks at the end of the film. Of course, no spoilers. But I do love the design of the other Predators here. They're not bad. I'm saying they're not bad designs. It's just, it's different. But me personally, I prefer the other designs we got from previous Predator films, even Prey. I love the Predator in Prey. I think he looks badass and cool. I still think this is a 7.5 out of 10 Predator with the white dreadlocks, with big expensive armor, red sword, and cool mask. It's more than enough for a lot of fans, even myself to a certain extent. This movie takes a different approach than the other, but that's okay. It takes the time to expand on the Yautja lore and how they work, their gadgets, their planet, and family beef, etc. It really manages to deliver a film so heavy, but so heavy in action, that it may not give a lot of time to process what the hell's going on. I almost thought I had to give up and turn off my brain to leave my eyeballs open, but no. I managed to take it all in, start to finish, I'd say. Predator Badlands is a PG-13 movie. Might be because they're not even a single human being here, so maybe that's how they got away with it, but I don't know. Predator Badlands had a budget of $105 million. This is big numeros for sure. It is the most expensive Predator film so far, and it definitely got out of me a smile and a 7.5 out of 10 verdict overall. The point 50 here has to be because of the score. The score was phenomenal, I feel. I was genuinely surprised and enjoying it. I felt like headbanging, dancing, and just vibing at some points. At first, you're dancing to this like almost like you're hanging out with Donkey Kong killing robots, and then seconds later you feel like you're in Cyberpunk also killing robots, and it was incredible. Now I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but Sarah Schachner previously composed the score for Predator prequel Prey, and Benjamin Wolfish, I also hope I'm pronouncing that right, previously worked on the score for Predator Killer of Killers. So, you know, I mean, kind of makes sense. Prey was good. Predator Killer of Killers, I do have to watch that one. I haven't seen that yet. But that does make sense. So you will definitely enjoy this score and definitely this movie. Even as a non-Predator fan, you will enjoy this for sure. Make sure to please leave a like, sub to the channel, and if you are new, because comment down below your picks of your favorite Predator films. And now, let's move on to the spoiler zone, where we will get into the more dirty, greedy, dark, disturbing, yet adorable parts of the film. Okay, to start off, my brother who was next to me, hey, can you search for like for if there's like an post-credit scene where they show an alien or a xenomorph? We were kind of expecting it, not gonna lie, since this movie and the trailers and of course the Weyland-Yutani synths all over the movie, well, it made me believe, or I guess it just played with my emotions, you know, that it was gonna give us at least a xenomorph, or not even. We didn't even get the skull. I mean, it wasn't in the film. At least I didn't see it in the film, and I was literally looking for it on every scene. But of course, there was nothing. If there is something, then I would like to know, for sure, for sure. Other than that, well, I do like the part where Deck has to take care of his father after he's been through his journey, you know, leveling up. Because the movie, in a way, does feel like a video game. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a video game, you know, inspired by this movie. But yeah, I mean, after Deck levels up, you know, he goes to his father, who is the final boss. He's like, "Hey, take this," and instead of giving him the, you know, the body or the head of the Kalisk, which is the creature that, like, that big scary monster that they've been looking for, you know, since the beginning of the movie, he gives him like the synth head. And he's like, "What is this? This is kind of garbage. I mean, this doesn't compare to what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the devil." And he's like, "No, that's what you're gonna get." And he's like, "Oh, okay, then let's fight." So they fight. You know, Deck is showing off his ability. He defeats his father in a very satisfying way. I thought it was funny that at the end, they look at the spaceship that's coming down, and he says, "That's my mother." So it's like, oh, you know, now we saw what the dad does, so we can assume that the mother's worse. I thought that was kind of funny. Yeah, so obviously it's hard not to compare. Compared to other Predator movies, this is definitely an interesting take on the Predator. I mean, again, it's very different from what we are used to, but as a standalone film, it really does have some issues. Now, if you ask me what went wrong with Predator Badlands, well, there's a few things that I mentioned, but definitely this movie has a different tone. I mean, I've heard that the Predator is Disneyfied, that he's turned into a Disney sort of character. I wouldn't really say that just yet. It does feel like a PG-13 movie at times. Like I said, having Bud around definitely did remind me of that Jurassic World little dinosaur Chungus guy that accompanies the main cast, you know, all over the world. Well, here's the thing, the same thing happens here. And there's some comedic moments that just didn't really land for me. You know, definitely the tone of the movie feels different. Now, the Predator itself, the DNA of the Predator is there. It hasn't really changed. Of course, Deck as a character is definitely different compared to the other Predators. I mean, even physically, he is smaller. The hair, I mean, the armor that he is wearing is definitely different. I mean, it's giving off like that rookie, you know, newbie vibes. Like, oh, I'm new to the place. I'm just trying to, you know, to hunt, to do my thing. You know, he's the new guy. He's the new guy for sure. Other than that, acting is fine. Everything else, you know, like, again, it feels weird. It's different. Of course, it's not perfect. I would have preferred, you know, another direction, honestly. What I couldn't help but mention is that, to be honest, the scene where the starting scene where Deck's brother gets killed by his own father in front of Deck, I thought that was very powerful. I mean, you can't help but feel empathy, feel bad for the Predator, who is pretty much a creature, this character that's been the bad guy for so many films. And now seeing this definitely is different. You know, it changes the tone from the start, but it's a very powerful scene in my opinion. And I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with that scene. I mean, it gives Deck a motive to go to this planet and, you know, get the trophy for his brother, for his dead brother. And I think it's interesting. I'm still pissed off of the fact that as soon as Deck lands, I mean, obviously they let us know that the planet is the worst thing ever. I mean, he's not even touching, like, he's not even close to the ground. And you can see dinosaurs and dragons trying to eat his ass. You know, it's definitely interesting to see that. You know, he's like showing off this weaponry, right? He's got a backpack, he puts it down, he's showing it off. I mean, this is really cool weaponry that we're looking at here. New Predator tech that we haven't seen before at all. like in any film. He's showing off this bow. He's got this grenades. I mean, he's got so many cool gadgets that I was like, damn, I cannot believe, like, I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see this on the big screen. We're definitely gonna, we're finally, you know, we're getting some new gadgets. Oh wait, no. As soon as that crosses my mind, that's the crazy part. As soon as that crosses my mind, that tree thing grabs everything. Just got close to it, like in Minecraft, you know. I mean, he's got that inventory on him. He grabs everything until the end of the film, where he kind of does replace those things, but with nature. So he's using nature. He's using a couple of trees. He's using, and you know, to get through. But he, instead of the cannon, of the very iconic cannon on his shoulder, he grabs this alien thing that spits out acid. And as he's fighting the synths, you know, one by one, this you know, psychic knows where to spit, and it starts spitting like acid all over the synths. And I just thought it was funny because, I mean, the thing knows where it's shooting. I really don't know what kind of control the Yautja has, you know, on that thing. But I just thought it was hilarious, to be honest. Other than that, that's all I gotta say for today. This movie, definitely different all the way. Hey, you know, for the better or for worse, I do think it's a movie that I will recommend for hardcore Predator fans, or people who are just casual fans who are just looking for something interesting, different, or trying to see the perspective of a Yautja. I think this might just get a sequel. Hopefully it's solid. We just got to keep it up. I think the Predator team, or whoever's working on this, is doing a good job. I mean, we're getting fed pretty well, you know. So yeah, that's it for me for today. Thank you so much for being here on the channel and analyzing this movie with me. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think about this film? Was it trash? Was it mediocre? Is it good? I mean, how many Predators are we giving this? Like 5 Predators? 5 out of 5? 4 out of 5? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Trust My Picks. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.